How's it? Today is Wednesday, January 29th. We have some clean and jerk stuff today. And just like Monday, I'm shifting away from the powers and going into a hang variation of the lift. So that looks like the hang clean plus power jerk today. And that's not something that I really practice, but I'm excited to start doing that today. And I went down from 111 last week power cleans, which were not great, to 110 hang clean plus power jerk. And I know that's not a big decrease, but I wanted just to have them line up with the weight, at least the last digit that I was doing for the snatches. So snatches I did 80 for hang snatch. Actually did hang snatch triples, and then today I'm doing hang clean. So I was gonna do hang clean doubles, but I felt like doing the singles is gonna be good enough for me. I've been saying this a few times on the Wednesdays, but because Monday and Tuesday have so much volume, the Wednesday I always am a little bit more tired than I expect to be. So with that in mind, hopefully that gives me more realistic expectations of my own performance overall. Ideally, I would like to have it be mirroring the rep ranges that I have for the Monday, but I don't think that that's very realistic in basically any case. So that's something that I'm trying to think about and come to grips with, and develop a new perspective on that. But aside from that, I think my hang cleans actually are they're pretty good. I don't think that they're perfect. I don't think that any of my lifts are perfect in any case, but I feel like I'm surprised by how good I can hang clean. And like looking back, it should come as no surprise, because there was a time when I actually hang clean like 295 and I power jerked it. So how difficult is it going to be to hang clean something that is 50 pounds less? Not that difficult. But here is one of my last warm-ups here. I'm going to do 80 and then 100. And I feel like I don't know. I'm just not the most practiced in the hang clean. So again, it just feels very weird to be doing this type of lift. Usually when I do my partial movements for my clean stuff, it's not hang clean focused. It's going to be like a pull and then maybe like something from the ground and then like a power clean or something like that. And yeah, I guess the last time I really did hang cleans was probably in like June or something. That was when I was like fairly strong and I was hitting a bunch of PRs. But here is my first set at 110. Like, look at how easy that is. Like I think like the quality of movement from this versus my 115 from last week's Friday, so the actual clean from the ground, it looks like so much easier. I mean, I understand it's 5 kilos less. It's like 11 pounds less, but it was like tremendously more confidence inducing, if that makes sense. Here's my second set, and like look how high this bar goes. Like it'll go fairly high in both of the next sets. Like that feels very strong to me. And I don't know if that is a function of me moving to the hang clean and then like I am like, quote unquote a little bit better at the hang clean than I am with the power clean, or if it's like the addition of the front squats that I've been doing on the Fridays, because I haven't front squatted in quite some time, and being able to add those back in, adding some amount of volume and front loaded squatting is just, there's nothing really that you can replace it with, because you can front load things with like the goblet squat, but I don't do those, and that is something that in the sport of weightlifting you definitely need to have that front loaded squat. It's like required of you. You have to, I mean, in order to do clean, that's kind of what you have to do. After my hang clean and power jerk, I did some clean deadlifts, which is another switch up from last week. And last week I was doing like 1 clean pull plus 2 floating clean pulls. And today I moved into the clean deadlift, which is not really going to be getting to extension at the top, or I guess violent extension, because I do technically get to extension. Like, that is complete extension right there, straight up. And yeah, this was actually a lot heavier than I anticipated it being. It's 3 kilos up from last week, but last week, like 3 kilos is only 6.6 pounds. So last week I could actually get from the ground up to extension and like forcefully add in my shoulders and all these things, but today it didn't feel like that was even in the cards. And I feel a little bit of weird, almost tension in my left side lower back. But that was not at all the injury that I had. My injury was my right lower back, and like today, it just felt off. I don't know. After that, I did my dumbbell rows here. I wanted to go to 75, but we don't actually have a 75-pound dumbbell. We have 70 and then 80. So I ended up just sticking with 3 sets of 12, which is what I did on last week Saturday. Did my GHD sit-ups, and then also I did my dumbbell overhead walks for the first time in several months on the Wednesday. I remember before I really injured my back, I had a lot of shoulder issues, so I stopped doing those then. And then whenever I had my back issues, I was kind of just going through the motions. I was having a hard time sticking to a like week-to-week plan, and today was one of those first days that I reintroduced it in the training session. There have been times where I did them outside of the gym, where I'll go back to the gym that I work at and then do them there. But it was very inconsistent because it would just be, if it was Wednesday or Thursday that I was off from the restaurant, then I would go to the gym and then do them there. But yeah, that's it for today. Coming changes, right? But thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.